Hello, my fellow Ghoul Renegade, and welcome back to a brand new video of Ghoulish Reacts. We're back, boys. We are back. Alright, so you guys are probably assuming what we're watching today. We're watching the Macabre experiment. Yeah. Episode 5, Candle Cove. Now, that last video, please kind of disregard that. I'll probably delete it later. But that was more just like a rant. Hopefully this works. I'm going to record this, and seriously, if my words don't match up, then I'm literally just going to post it as is. You guys will still be able to hear my thoughts. I'm thinking about doing a new way of my face cam anyway. Not that I don't want to show my face anymore, but I'm thinking about kind of just like doing away with it because I got some things in the works. Uh, that I've been working on sidelines. And once I get done with this, I'm gonna have to be making something else. So anyway, let's get into the Macabre experiment. I'm not gonna stall. I'm not gonna take up any more of y'all's time. Let's get into Candle Cove. Uh, actually, no. Now that I think about it, there is one more thing I have to say. Um, okay. Candle Cove, for some of you who don't know, it's one of the most infamous creepypastas out there. This story has been spread around so much that the Sci Fi Channel actually made a TV show known as Channel Zero. And their first season was actually based off of Candle Cove, or at least one of their episodes was in the first season. Basically, Channel Zero was where they analyzed like a bunch of creepy stories, creepy pastas, and they tried to put them all into one show. Kind of like what Stuffy's doing with the Macabre experiment, but even though Macabre is its own thing, that's basically the whole premise. So anyway, with that context, let's get into Candle Cove. So we're back with the FE Protection Agency. Candle Cove was seemingly a television show that many people recall watching as children. Right. Some people share very fond memories of the show, while others stay haunted by it. Wonder why? We reached out anonymously to find out more information. Jennifer Walters, Candle Cove responds, "When you mentioned the name, all of it hit me. I forgot about it, how strange it was. I vaguely remember my daughter, Laura, sitting in front of the television with an amused look on her face. But when I looked at the TV, all I saw was static, nothing else. It was bizarre, and it freaked me out. When I would ask why she was watching it, she would tell me it was Candle Cove and how much she loved the show." Oh, go back. All right. I never saw it, just static, so creepy. I appreciate you reaching out to me. Although you are anonymous, I hope you can get to the bottom of this. I hope so too. I hope so too. Remote Lemur 7, Kilnick responds, "Holy crap, I forgot about that. I believe the show ran for a while, but ended around when I started watching it. I was probably around 7 or so at the time. Man, this is a blast from the past. I remember coming home from school and watching it until my dad came home from work at 6. It goes by so fast, it's so hard to read. Good times. I was always scared of that skeleton, though. I had nightmares about that thing. Alright. So, just for a little bit more context, Candle Cove was a show that also involved puppets. As far as the creepypasta goes, it was a show that heavily involved puppets, and this was actually explained a lot in Channel Zero because they basically went off of the creepypasta story to make that episode. I think there's clips on YouTube of it, so if you guys want to go find Candle Cove clips of Channel Zero from the Sci Fi Channel, from that TV show, uh, look it up after this video. Alright, Rocky Candle Cove response. "I believe the skeleton was the main villain of the show. His name was the Skin Taker. I remember clearly because my older sister made up this stupid thing saying he would come into my room and steal my skin. Oh, if I went to bed too late. I didn't stay up after that. Honestly, if I had a creepy skeleton man wanting to steal my skin, I probably wouldn't sleep neither. I'd stay up all night." Oh, if he went to bed late. Oh. I mean, I usually go to bed sometimes on time, depending on the night, but like, If I was told a creepy skeleton man was coming after me, nah, I'm staying up all night long. I'm fighting off that skeleton, bro. But that's besides the point. Wow. That was a great show, guys. 10 out of 10 show. Oh, I was going to say something and I just totally blanked. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. My bad. My bad. What did he look like? I don't know. Oh, that looks like Ethan Macabre, the Shadow Man. Uh, just so you know, Ethan Macabre is the dark smiling creature that pops up in every single video. Uh, so yeah. Oh, okay. So that is some interesting lore that has just been dropped on us. The reason why I say that is because Ethan Macabre, the owner of Macabre Labs, he did become a Macabre, ironically enough, due to these microbes. Now, these microbes are the reason that a lot of these creatures are Macabres. And that's one thing that connects all of these creepypasta characters together is these microbes, and it all leads back to Ethan Macabre. So, yeah. And now we're finding out that there's not just one type of microbe, there's two different types. So, ones that affect adults and ones that affect teens and children. Interesting stuff. I'm glad Stuffy is going down this kind of route, because it does give a lot more context into the main Macabre story, rather than just like saying, "Oh, the Macabres are just monsters and that's it." Like that's kind of boring. But I'm glad he's like going into the world building of Macabre, and like you don't become one until you're fully insane. Because they said while you're affected with these microbes, you're still sane, you're not considered a macabre. But once you go insane and probably lose all of your humanity, you're then a macabre, and you're one of these things walking around like Ethan. I don't know who this picture is. I saw eyes flash over that. I kind of want to go back. Hold on. Let me do something, guys. So we're gonna playback speed. Here we go. Set this to like 1.25. All right. Let's see. Oh, that is just horrifying. That is a creepy face. See, okay, I knew I was right in going back. That is, oh my lord. That is a creepy face. Ooh, the TV said Candle Cove. So I'm assuming we're getting into the show. Ah, there he is, our boy, Ethan Macabre. Oh, also, as a little bit more of context, these clips that are on, like, that stuff he's showing, this is from the actual TV show, Channel Zero. So, those are clips from the real show. I did look up a few clips before I went into this, because I didn't know what Stuffy was going to show. And I thought this was interesting in itself, but now that I know that he's showing this, now I can confirm that it's clips from the show, like the real TV show, not the fake one. It's also kind of creepy how the ship is telling her to go inside the cave. Like he says, you need to be brave, and then all of a sudden, a magical cave called Bravery Cave just pops up out of nowhere. Kind of sus, not gonna lie. Now you're trying to persuade her with treasure, bro. Like, I know the show's about pirates, but like, come on, man. He's just like, oh, come on, there's treasure in there. You gotta go inside. It's like, what? Ugh. Okay, so if you guys didn't hear that, because obviously the internal audio when you do these third party apps is not very good. Basically, Percy met the skin taker for the first time, and as she walked into the cave, he said, "Hello, Percy. Welcome to Candle Cove." So, yeah, and then basically the skin taker just scares the crap out of Percy. Yeah, that's the whole thing. When I go into the editor, I'll probably raise the audio for that, so maybe you'll be able to hear it a little bit better. But that's the only thing I can possibly do. Percy, it will all be over soon. Oh, what do you want, Skin Taker? Oh, you aren't real. Get out. Neither are you, Percy. Not anymore. Jesus, my lord. Is that Rowan? I miss you. Okay, for one, I don't know what that weird song in the background is, but it's creepy. And for two, Stuffy, you got me again, bro. Stuffy, I swear, man, he always gets me. Every single video. It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. He always gets me at some point in the video. Ah, my heart's about to jump out of my chest. Every single time. I always say, yo, Stuffy, you gotta lay off the jump scares, man. You're scaring me. he always gets me every single time. I always say it. Every single video. Every time we do a Macabre reaction. That always happens. Always. Oh. Well, anyway, guys, that is unfortunately all the time we have today for this episode of Ghoulish Reacts. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications for when I upload new videos. Also, go follow my social media links down in the description below to join the Ghoul Renegade, and go follow Stuffy Studios, guys. Go follow Stuffy. Like, he's great. This man deserves all the subscribers he can get. Like, I'm really enjoying this series. A lot of other big YouTubers have enjoyed his series. So yeah, go subscribe to Stuffy. That's all the time I have today for this one. Goodbye. Dr. Ghoulish out.